Here we are going to see the next prose, that is a speech by Narayana Murthy. The title of this prose that tells to us about this prose is nothing but it is a speech which is delivered by Narayana Murthy to the batch of graduating students at the commencement ceremony at New York University in 2007. Means that there was a commencement ceremony in the New York University, and there this Narayana Murthy has delivered the speech to inspire the students who just becoming the graduates in the engineering, and here they should become the entrepreneurs in their life. They should inspire by the business, and therefore this Narayana Murthy who has told to them the experiences which he faced in his life, and here actually these experiences that are not a plan experiences which he narrated in your speech, but these are the instances or the events that are in a personal and the professional life of the Narayana Murthy. And here actually this speech is nothing but it is the advice to the youth, and this by giving that advice, his motive is that the students, they should inspire by his words there, and they can become the entrepreneurs in their life. Now here about the Narayana Murthy. Actually this Narayana Murthy, he is Indian industrialist and the co-founder of the Infosys. Actually this Infosys, which is the information technology company that was started by Narayana Murthy. And here this Murthy actually he started Infosys in the year 1981. Infosys in 1981, and in this way this Narayana Murthy actually is the founder of that Infosys, and he served as a CEO of that company from 1981 to 2002. After that he became the chairman of that company, and he was chairman from 2002 to 2011, and when he was not the chairman, then he became the executive chairman and also the director from 1 June 2013. And here this Narayana Murthy actually is a valuable advice which he gives to that company, that Infosys, and because of it actually that company that leads and become the one of the successful company in our country. Now here the prose, actually here this prose is nothing but it is a speech by Narayana Murthy which he delivered to the students of the New York University in 2007. Actually he thanks to the dean and also the faculty and the staff of that university because they called him to deliver the speech to their students. And here this Narayana Murthy actually he told to them their experiences to that students, and that experiences which he faced in his personal life and also in that professional life. Actually he tells to them that I have decided to share with you some of my life lessons. With that here, actually these experiences are nothing but these are the life lessons of the Narayana Murthy, and through that lessons he learned a lot of things, and actually what he faced in that struggle to make his career there, and what he faced there, and he narrate all that incidences here. Now here he tells to that students, or he share that experiences. Actually, these experiences are the key life events, and he wants to share with that students there. And here actually he hoped that they should understand that what kind of the struggle that Narayana Murthy had. Actually, there was such a type of the struggle there, and what he faced in his life through that struggle there, and he narrates here. Here he share that these are the life experiences he is sharing with them there, and after that he was going to share that deeper life lessons which he learned there. And here actually these lessons that can actually sharing will help you to see your own trials and tribulations for the hidden blessings they can be. That here actually that struggle or which type of the events he experienced in his life, actually these are that experiences, these are the trials to that student. Actually here we see that what type of the events or that experiences we get in our life there, and when our experiences, when we share with the others there, actually that experiences that also taught to the others, and there is no need to take the same experiences in their life. And therefore that sharing the experiences or whatever the events that happen in the life of the Narayana Murthy, when he shares with that students there, then actually we also become aware from that struggle, from that difficulties there, and we can avoid the troubles and the difficulties in our life. Now here he narrate the first experience with the students when he was doing the graduation in the control theory at IIT Kanpur in India. And here at breakfast on a bright Sunday morning in 1968. Actually this experience he narrates there, it was happened in the year 1968, and here he had the chance to meet the famous computer scientist who came from the US University. And here actually this scientist, he was discussing exciting new developments in the field of the computer science with a large group of students, and how such developments would alter our future. In that year, this scientist, he was discussing with that students of the computer science about the what type of the developments that were happening in the field of the computer science. And these developments, when the scientist was sharing with the students of the IIT Kanpur there, and this development actually that taught lot to the Narayana Murthy. Now here, what he speaks about that scientist, he was articulate, passionate, and quite convincing. I was hooked that I went straight from breakfast to the library and read 4 or 5 papers he had suggested, and left the library determined to study computer science. And here actually what he told to them about the some research papers there, and this Narayana Murthy, actually he without wasting the time, he straight go to the library and he read that research papers there, and he learn lot of them from that research papers. And what he says there, that friends, when I look back today at that pivotal meeting, I marvel at how one role model can alter for the better the future of young students. And here actually this N.R. Narayana Murthy, why he told that experience to the students there, it's only because that this scientist, when he meet to him there, actually this brief meeting with that scientist that changed the life of the N.R. Narayana Murthy. And here he told to us that how that one person, that any person who can become the role model in your life, and that person can alter your life, that can, there will be a complete change in your life, and that type of the change that happen in the life of the N.R. Narayana Murthy when you meet that US scientist, US computer scientist there. Now here he told here that this experience taught me that valuable advice can sometimes come from an unexpected source, and chance events can sometimes open new doors. And here this N.R. Narayana Murthy, he tells to us that actually he has not expected to meet such a type of the scientist. Actually this event that happened unexpectedly in the life of the N.R. Narayana Murthy, and this unexpected event that gives him the chance and that opens the new doors to the N.R. Narayana Murthy. And here we see that actually he become the computer scientist. And here we know that how this N.R. Narayana Murthy, he has changed the field of the computer science or the information technology by starting that company, that Infosys in our country. Now here there is another event which tells to us that that event is that actually it happened in the 1974, and the location of this event, that is the Nice. Actually this Nice, it is the place which is at the border town between the former Yugoslavia, now it is the Serbia and Bulgaria. Means that actually it is the border of the Serbia and Bulgaria. And here actually what it tells here that he was traveling from Paris back to the Mysore to his hometown there. And here by the time a kind driver dropped me at Nice railway station at 9 p.m. and here this N.R. Narayana Murthy, he reached at 9 p.m. on that station at a Sunday night there, and the restaurants of that on that station that were closed there. And here so he could not have the chance to exchange that currency, and he could not have the local money, and therefore he slept on that railway station, the railway platform, until the 8:30 p.m. in the night when the Sofia Express pulled in. That year, till that Sofia Express come, he slept there on that platform. The only passengers in his compartment there were a girl and a boy, and he struck the conversation in French with that young girl. She talked about the troubles of living in an iron curtain company until we were roughly interrupted by some policemen who I later gathered were summoned by the young man who thought we were criticizing the communist government of Bulgaria. And here actually that when these three, means that N.R. Narayana Murthy and one boy and the girl in that compartment, then that police of the Bulgaria, they came in that compartment, and they thought that actually they were criticizing that communist government of the Bulgaria. Now here the girl was led away, and here this N.R. Narayana Murthy's backpack and sleeping bag were confiscated. Now here he was dragged alone along the platform into a small 8 by 8 foot room with a cold stone floor and a hole in one corner to use as a toilet facilities. And here this N.R. Narayana Murthy, actually he was kept in that room there, in that cold room, without food and the water for the 72 hours. Now here that he lost his hope of seeing the outside world again, because the police had arrested to him. When the door opened, Actually, he was dragged out unceremoniously and locked up in the guard's compartment on the departing freight train and told that he would be released 20 hours later upon reaching the Istanbul. And here actually he was kept in the guard's compartment there, and he was released after the 20 hours when they reached to the Istanbul there. Now here the guard's final words that still ring in his ears. And what are that words there? You are from a friendly country called India, and that is why we are letting you go. And here actually they told to this Narayana Murthy, that God told to him that he belonged to the Bulgaria's friendly country, and therefore they allow him to go from there. Now here the journey to the Istanbul was lonely, and he was starving there. This long, lonely and the cold journey forced him to deeply rethink about his conviction about the communism. That here he should thought about that communism. Early on a dark Thursday morning, after being hungry of the 108 hours there, actually he was purged of any last vestiges of affinity for the left. And here actually he was put there. He was actually set free when they reached to the Istanbul. Now here he concluded that entrepreneurship resulting in a large-scale job creation was the only viable mechanism for eradicating poverty in societies. And here actually this Narayana Murthy, he thought about the communism, and these communists, they work for to eradicate poverty in the societies. And this type of the views of the Narayana Murthy about that communist government. Now here he narrates that he told here that deep in my heart I always thank to the Bulgarian guards for transforming from a confused leftist into a determined, compassionate capitalist. And here inevitable this sequence of events led to the eventful founding of Infosys in the 1981. And here we see that this Narayana Murthy actually when he thought about the communists, and here we see that he understand that what is the aim of the communist there. And here this Narayana Murthy actually when he founded that Infosys in the 1981, and at that time he thought that actually there should not be a capitalist for to start the company there, because that communist they the communist, what is the theory of that communist? Actually there should not be anyone as a capitalist and the labor there, but there should be all are equal there. And here we see that when this Narayana Murthy, when he founded that Infosys there, and at that time he was not the capitalist, but he considered himself as one of the that people who are working in that company. And it is the equality that there should not be a labor and the capitalist class in his company there. And this type of the broad view that comes in the mind of the Narayana Murthy only because of that event. And here we see that actually he started his company on the base of the communists there. Okay, we will see the remaining prose in the next lecture. Thank you.